Good morning, world. Thought we would do a little video, do a little walk around this morning here on Indian Creek. This might get a little shaky. We'll just leave the coffee here. It's hard to hold the camera and steady and get a good panorama views and all that kind of stuff. But hey, let's head down towards the lake. All right. Well, there's the grill that needs to be cleaned off. I think I'll do that this week. Here's the gym. We putting in the work. We got a couple sets of rings, push-up bars, pull-up bars, workout area. There's the old beast, the F250. We got a few pears on the pear tree. Now we lost them all the pears, but this in the last couple of winters due to the freezes and the heat stuff going on. Then blight, I guess. That's a nice little low zinnia mound going on here. It's the second year. All these self-seeded, so I'll never have to plant these guys again. Just keep coming back up. There's one mound and mound two. And here's the front of the house, or the front of the yard. This is where that big old limb, or the whole top of a 100-something foot ash came out and hit that pot as they call them, the transformer. Took my electricity out for a day. Fig, got a lot of grapevines with grapes on them down on the ground. I'm gonna save those guys. Not sure how I'm gonna do it yet, but we will get it there. Part of the mushroom biz. Walk-in cooler, workroom, a grow house, another walk-in cooler. Some of my woodworking projects. Got a big old red oak log that's all slabbed up, ready to go working. It's dry and capable right now. And then another really nice size sycamore log that hasn't been cut yet. We'll have to get that done one of these days. My old solar dehydrator for dehydrating mushrooms and such. Oh, this is where I get my sunshine. Daily basis, try to. Oh, and here's get the butt some sun on this other one over here. The second, or actually this is the second grow house. Nah, they're all about the same. This is grow house 40-footer. The other one was a 53-footer. Here we'll go down walking. Oh, let's do this. Let's turn here. There's the grapevines, golden scuppernong's, and they've got grapes on them this year pretty good. They're not a big cluster grape. They put on 2 or 3, maybe 5 at a time, in little bitty clusters. Here goes an area I need to get cleaned up and push up a little bit because it's hard for me to get the mower through here. Into the darkness, as we used to say back in childhood times. Yeah, this is inside my grape arbor. It's nice and dark in here. Yeah, Gabby kitty. There's the Gabby girl. Okay, all right, we're out. We're down from the house a little bit, and this is the tragedy of the webworms this year, eating up my persimmon trees. There's a couple of grapes. You can see them there. Yeah, they're ways from being ripe. There's the wood shop. Needs a bad cleaning, straightening up really. Yeah, there's some more grapes, along with some clusters of it's a viburnum, but I can't. It's a Texas raisin tree is got a nickname. Well, you're talking a lot, kitty cat. All right, let's get out from underneath this little canopy here, and we'll watch out for that spider web right there. Turk's cap's doing really good this year. Y'all remember I said I planted this one up. I dug it up off of a ranch down in Cedar Valley about 10, 12 years ago, and a little old bitty thing. Transplanted it up here on the side of the hill, and she's been coming back ever since and getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. It's going to be a beauty in 2 or 3, 10 more years. We'll walk down through here, some of the little water features there. We got some native plants. This is a native shiso. It's got a really strong, pungent leaf. Make your taste buds and your tactile sense in your mouth change when you drink that tea. One of the little figs that came back pretty strong from those freezes. Got quite a few figs on it, and we lost about half of this one big fig down here. This one did okay, but this one, half of it died. You see all that? I got to cut that, get those all cut out of there. I wanted to make sure that there wasn't any live in there before I started cutting out big swaths of tree trunk. But here's the figs. Yeah, they're coming. They're coming. I'll eat pretty good this year again. That's for sure. See, here is this is webworms. They don't kill the tree, but they eat all the leaves if they can. It's just too much to be spraying. Too many trees, too many. They'll be gone. Hopefully we won't have such a wet spring next year and won't have such a big problem. Lost some big old limbs in these storms down here. You can see all these dead deal. You can see where they're ripped off up top. Anyway, let's go down through here. There's one of them that came down. Exposed some grapevine, but this is a male, so don't need any grapes off of this one. Old chicken house area and logs and bandsaw mill. And here is the garden space. As you can tell, I've got some very rich soil. I can grow the grass like nobody can. But the grass has taken over my dang garden. I'm just not working hard enough. Got some squash in there, a few, and a lot of okra. Now the okra, see all that okra there? It can kick some ass. There's some tomatoes in there if I want to brave off in there. But we're not worrying about it. Being a primary carnivore, I kind of just like growing stuff, so. But I harvest a bunch. If somebody wanted to go in there and harvest all that okra, they could. Tractor barn down here. We'll walk out by the fig trees and come back around the other side of the property here. This small mushroom table where I'd mix and match the spawn and substrate after it was boiled, not in oil, in water. I was gonna say boiled in oil. We got a few peaches. This is a peach orchard down here. You got 5 trees. There's some of the local grapes. Cutthroats, muscadines. These make great wine, jelly. And this bugger here, it's about 100 feet of vine. It's covered. There's the devil vine, morning glories. I let them grow up on that just to keep the deer out. They jump in there when they want to. We're about to hit the sunshine down here next to the lake. Oh, spider web. Almost got me. Peaches. This one's not quite there yet. They're not ready. But they're getting there. Some of them are, some of them aren't. This other tree over here is loaded down. You can see that limb there. And most of these were 3-in-1s whenever I planted them, so they were grafted, you know, pairs. They had May Pride, Mid Pride, and June Pride. Here's the edge of the lake, Lake Livingston, looking over there at Cape Royale. For most of y'all know that. For some of the new people that get to view this video, it's calm. If you listen real close, you can hear the carp sucking the water as they're eating all the fresh vegetation that's down here, since the lake is so friggin' high. Yeah, we'll walk on around this corner here. Lake's eating at my bank, losing a little bit every year. This is where that giant alligator was crawling up a few years back, that 14-footer, one that scared the living piss out of me. He was so big, it was Jurassic Park size. Some sticks I pulling out of the lake, almost went back into the lake. Every once in a while I get me some nice beams here like this, float up, repurpose, put them into some art or arches or something. I don't know what we'll do with that one. It's been superly nicely formed. It's got, you know, it's got natural rub, wave rub, nutria and beavers been trying to feed on it. Let's go back through another gauntlet area. More grapevine. I think these are fox grapes or something. I don't know what this kind of vine is. It's not edible, but those bad boys are. Yes, we are. Let's get down here close to the ground, do the duck walk. And we'll walk back around here. This one side of the property down here next to my neighbors on the edge of the lake. And sad to say, but this channel last year, they dug out so meticulously, got it really deep, fell right back in these torrential rains that we've had this year. Yeah, we'll just walk this way. Blessed to have a good mower and be able to keep all this property up nice and clean. The burn pile that I need to light on fire once I get my wheelbarrow out of there. I hear Kitty. Hey, Gabby, come on. Let's make the walk. This big hoop house down here was part of the mushroom operation. I can put a few thousand bags inside that op at any one time on rotation. It could produce a crap ton of mushrooms. Wintertime op down here. It's too hot in the summer unless I transition to a different type of mushroom. If I crank the business back up at any sometime. Here's my collector spot. The waves send me stuff all the time. It send me all these logs, and these boards, unique pieces. Sent me all these boards. Sent me that slow no wake sign too. Pulled it up from the lake. Oh man. There she is, the Great Lake Livingston. 52 miles long, 10 miles wide, and settled bank to bank all the way around this booger. Bunch of old people. Damn it, too many old people. And they old too. I ain't talking about how old they are in age. They just old. Decrepit. Won't keep themselves in shape. It's a sadness. A little apothecary I had built down here. It's overgrowing. Things just outrun me these days. Can't keep up with all the work. Another one of the canoes. We'll go buy some more canoes. There's a four-wheeler and some all kinds of other stuff growing up in there. More fig trees and loquat tree over there. Let's see. My finger was in the way, wasn't it? Dang it. Just got a text from the sister. Have a visitation today. Yeah, no, I'm not in prison. But we don't get together as often as we should. Got Uncle Tommy coming to visit, my mama's older brother. This is the other half of the other downside of the end of the property. And that's an 80-foot long, 36 wide greenhouse. It's built for mushrooms, not plants. Now we could do some real low light plants in there. Another shot across the lake. Normally, beautiful butterfly. Did y'all see? Yeah. Got turtles and all kinds of other stuff down here feeding on vegetation. Watch right here. Yeah, fish. Turtle. See that turtle right there? There it went. Yeah, those were carp. That was carp that made that big twisty. The lake debris from picking up from all the storms. Rather than making burn piles, I'm trying to keep the lake from eroding away from me. Yeah, canoes and paddle boats. And that big old tree came down about 4 months ago. I still hadn't cut all the limbs off of it. I'm hoping to have that big giant trunk slabbed up. We've got another dead red oak right there that needs to come down. This is the north side of the property. We had fig trees over here, but we got a few still coming. They're gonna make it come back. Cannas, that's what these guys are. That's a source of starch. Should you ever be starving in the next apocalypse. Pretty flowers, and the roots can be eaten like potatoes. Got a couple of patches of those. I put all this stuff in here as, you know, this is my permaculture place. See, there's another dead oak, died from the heats and the freezes. But it's nice and quiet here. Sometimes too quiet. I need a little action. My old business life, you know, used to be surrounded by hundreds, if not thousands of people, all vying for your attention. Did y'all see that wood duck that jumped off that tree out there? See, I have a kitty cat that just follows me everywhere outside. That's my barn kitty, the farm kitty. She pretty much does her thing. Loves to get a rubbing though. We give her rubbings every day. All right, so we're coming up here to the backside of some of the mushroom operation. Yeah, and that's 40 feet wide, 40 feet long and 8 feet wide and 9 feet tall. It's a high hat. That was one originally a overseas freezer. This whole ass end was not in it when I got it, which I wanted it that way, and then I built a wall, closed it in, and put a couple of 100 feet of shelf inside, and that's a mushroom grow house. It has blue lights, white lights, misting systems, and air conditioners for winter mushrooms. There's another fig tree right there, and that's the 53 footer, and it's an old reefer trailer that, you know, hauled coal goods all around the country for umpteen dozen years until I acquired it and made a mushroom house out of it. All right, we're almost through with the tour. We're gonna walk up through here. This is a catch-all area. It's where all the old dead air conditioners are at. Needs a good cleaning. Need to haul these things off or sell them to somebody. You can't walk through here unless you're a professional, because it'll slip, slide, and bust your ass. And this is a collection of some of my bigger lumber. This is all, well, it's not all. There's oak in here, there's ash, there's elm, cedar, but primarily it's sycamore. These great big old slabs of sycamore. 10 feet long, 30 inches wide, some of the wider stuff. I got some 12-foot red oak back there in the backside. All dried and ready, lumber ready to be, you know, finish milled and made into tables, bar tops. Some beautiful pecan slabs. They got a little twisty because they were cut too thin, but they make beautiful charcuterie boards. And here we are back at the top of the house. There's the abode. Again, the front of the house. And the zinnias. It's my experimental wild onion patch over here. I've got these walking onions. They set these big old heads, and then they drop, and then they make another one. So I've got a whole bunch of those in here. And there's a few onion seeds that are coming up. I hope they make it. Okay, my fellows, friends, and felines. We'll see y'all in the next one. Have a great day. It's June 14th, I think it is, in 2024. 7 a.m. in the morning.